Hi everyone, I hope you're well today. Thanks for checking out today's video. Today I have my May favourites for you, which I'm really excited to share. I actually have more than I thought I did, so that's good. So let's just get into it. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit funny. I've not been very well this week and it's still kind of lingering, so that's probably why I sound a little bit ill, because I am. So let's kick it off. I've got to check my list, though I'm probably still going to forget something because I always do. Okay, let's start with, well, let's start with the thing closest to me. So I've decided, I've got into my head each month I'm kind of going to do a different nail colour for the month. Whether that will last very long or not, I don't know. This month I went with the Nails Ink Gel Effect Polish in Regent's Place. I do have it on my nails, but I wouldn't look too close because I need to repaint it. But yeah, that's been a really nice colour. And I just thought that just kind of shouted May. Don't know why, but it's been nice and it's held up relatively well. It dries quite fast, which is more important to me than it lasting a long time, like in days on my nails, because I'll just repaint over it. For me, it's important that it dries quick because I'm very impatient. So I paint them and I just kind of want to get on with the rest of the day. So that dries nice and quickly, which is good. Oh, it's a bit hot actually. I don't know if that's actually because it's hot or it's because I don't feel very well. I don't know. So the next thing we've got is an item from one of my favourite makeup brands. For those of you who've watched several of my videos, this probably be no surprise. And that's the Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Makeup, I think they've rebranded themselves to, is the Renaissance Flick, and it's an eyeliner. Do a little there for you. Oh, I didn't do that very well. You can see anyway, it's nice and black, it's nice and thin, and nice and precise, and I've been enjoying using that. I haven't used it too much yet because I actually put it in my mum's handbag to take to an event with us, and I kind of left it in there, forgot about it. But the times I have used it, I very much liked it. Continuing on a makeup theme, I have a eyeshadow stick. So there is a new brand out. I don't know if they're new, but first time I've seen them in Boots, called CYO, and I believe I think it's Boots' own brand. And I've got a metallic eye stick in the shade Clowning Around. Oh, I like that shade. That's a good name. So that's what it looks like, and there is the swatch there. I've really been enjoying wearing that. One thing, you do kind of have to be a bit careful, like rubbing your eyes, because otherwise you can end up with like a glitter bomb under your eyes. But I think it helps a little bit with primer. So nonetheless, I've been enjoying that one. Let's go with a Slimming World-related thing. So this month, I'm super excited. I actually hit my 2 stone award, so here's my certificate. Yeah, I've been going up and down by like half, like around this sort of mark. So I finally got this last week. Unfortunately this week I didn't do so well. Haven't had the best week. Part of it's to do with the fact I've had a cold. So I'm actually just outside this again, which is really sad. But do you know what? Drawing a line under this week and getting back on it, and next week I will hit this again because it's only just outside. So, but yeah, I did get it, so I wanted to share it anyway. So me and my mum went to a talk 2 days ago, Thursday, and I actually saw Waterstones were hosting Jacqueline Wilson at the Corn Exchange. She was like my favourite childhood author. Obviously, aside from J.K. Rowling, she was another favourite a bit later on. Jacqueline Wilson was, her books were the first I ever really got into when I was younger. I owned, I would say, like 90-95% of all the books she had. My absolute just favourite. And I never actually got to do one of the meet and greets when I was younger, because I think most of them were in like London, so it's quite far away. So I saw she was doing this talk at the Corn Exchange, and I was just like, I have to go. I absolutely have to go. Just go and listen to her talk. And she's always been someone that's been very inspirational to me. Particularly one of her books, she did kind of 2 autobiographies, like one when she was a child and one when she was a teenager. And, well, she wrote them later in life, but you know what I mean, like about that time. And one of the things she said about how she always dreamed of being a writer. What she said about like how she always dreamed of being a writer really resonated with me and my music. I've always wanted to be a singer, but it's not like a conventional career, like writing isn't. But she just really inspired me because she achieved her dream, and it just made me think, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a singer. And just listening to her talk as well on Thursday, it just even more reaffirmed that. I really needed it this week because I just needed a bit of a boost this week, in terms of like my motivation with my music. So it's really nice to hear her basically say, like, you know, you gotta go for your dreams. She was basically saying, you know, if she just kind of given up and gone, oh well, it's not the most realistic thing, you know, and just kind of gone, oh, I can never do it, she wouldn't be like one of the best-selling children's authors around. So it just really inspired me. And she was so lovely. She was such a lovely woman, and yeah, it was just an absolute honour to listen to her talk. What else was I going to say? So actually I did end up getting some of her newest books, because I don't have any of her books anymore. When I went through my last clear out, it took me ages to get rid of my Jackie Wilson books. I got rid of some, and then I held on to my favourites for a while, and then eventually I got rid of them. And I wasn't sure, because I was like, I know they're aimed kind of at kids, but she did say her most recent book is kind of aimed at a slightly older audience, so I thought, well, why not give it a go? And it is based in the Victorian times, which is my favourite period in history to study. So I got Rose Rivers, her newest one, and Hetty Feather, and it's also got her signature in, which makes me happy. So another book I will mention is, I've been watching quite a few documentaries about North Korea this month, and interviews from defectors and things like that, and I watched a couple of interviews. Yeonmi Park, I'm really sorry if I've said that wrong, Yeonmi Park, a really inspirational woman, gone through lots of hardships, and she's still brave enough to tell her story, which is amazing. I bought her book on my Kindle, and it is called In Order to Live, what it's called. And it's basically kind of like an autobiography from her time in North Korea to escaping. And it was just very educational, just inspirational how she's kind of dealt with everything and is brave enough to come out and tell a story. Like, that is just really admirable. I hope that's English. And yes, I'm just really glad I read it. Though it was very distressing, obviously, at points. But I do think it's very important to kind of educate yourself about other things kind of going on. So even though obviously it was very distressing at points, I still think it was a very important read. So, lightening the mood a bit, next we'll go on to a makeup product. I've got the Max Factor Masterpiece Transform Mascara. I got this one in, I think, B&M, and you can get makeup there at a reduced price from the RRP. So I can't remember how much it was. I don't think it was any more than £4. I've got that on today, and I particularly very much like the one. It's very thin, very precise. So I thought I'd mention that one. Sorry if I'm like a bit rambly today. I'm literally like not all together with it. But I really wanted to get my video filmed for you guys. Next, I'll go on to something I can't show you, but I hopefully can insert a picture or something. So IKEA has recently opened, and I love IKEA. I just love it. So it is very handy because me and my family know our favourite kind of Swedish food, because my gran does live in Sweden. So we've been over there quite a few times. Everyone's so happy and friendly. It's just, I remember when I first went over there and everyone, like, you don't know, they're saying, you know, hey, hi to each other, and it's kind of like a shock because over here people don't really, well, you don't do that if you don't know each other. And it was just something so nice about it. Everyone was so friendly, and it was just, I think we could take some lessons from them over here, just being, you know, just saying hi to people, and you know, it's very nice. So yes, IKEA. So we know this kind of stuff that we like already. I've got a few to mention. So firstly, I've got some biscuits to mention. I don't know what they're called. I'll have a thing that comes up. Anyway, so you can get two varieties. You can get one with chocolate in the middle. It's kind of like a jammy dodger sort of thing. There's one with chocolate in the middle and there's one with jam. And it very much reminds me of these biscuits that we tried over there called Ballerina. And I think they're sort of like a similar thing, but like a different brand sort of thing. So they're really yummy. I've gone for like 2 packs of them already. Probably where my weight gains come from. And then also my favourite chocolate, has to be Marabou. That sounds very strange. I'm not saying Malibu. Marabou. So this is the dime version. Just chocolate with dime pieces in it. And then they've also got the plain one. I have a very funny story to tell you guys. So basically this chocolate you can either only get in Sweden or in IKEA. So before the IKEA came here, the closest one was, I think, Bristol or something like that. Anyway, so I was in Southampton for the day. So I got some to bring back for my boyfriend. So I got myself some, I got him some, and I brought it back. So I gave him his. He completely polished his off. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't eat it all that night. Normally I would, but I fell asleep. I must have not been feeling very well. So I put the rest of it back in my bag. And I woke up, went to my bag to have some of this chocolate, and there was a wrapper in there. I was like, I did not eat that. I knew I wouldn't have put the wrapper back in my bag because I was in a room that had a bin, so I wouldn't have put it back in my bag. And it turned out, my darling boyfriend had not only eaten his, but he had eaten mine. I did not talk to him for the rest of the night. I am very serious about my food, and especially my Swedish chocolate. I was fuming about it for months. To be fair, when he next went to IKEA, he bought me so much Marabou, but I was still annoyed. Don't mess with my food. Don't touch my food. So yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that little story. And then I've got another IKEA thing to mention because we just can't get enough of IKEA on this channel. And that's Swedish meatballs. They do sell them in the little market place that you can buy and take home. But I also thoroughly recommend going to the IKEA cafe and having the meatballs, the gravy, the chips or the mashed potato, whichever one you prefer, and the lingonberry jam. So good, so good. And I'm really sad because I used to do a fizzy lingonberry juice, but they only do the still one now, so I don't really know what happened there. But really, really good. But in the marketplace they also do like a hot dog meal, and it's so cheap. It's like, I want to say like £1.50, £2 for like a hot dog meal. It's really, really cheap and it's really yummy, so I'd recommend you check it out. Okay, next we'll go on to this one. So these ones I absolutely love. I've talked about them before, but it's a new flavour, so it's different. The Hartleys jelly. Oh, I've just realised something. Well, I was about to say these are half a sin, but looking at it, I don't actually think they are, because it's only the 10 cal ones that are. All my weight gain makes sense now this week, now I'm doing this video. Anyway, I'll mention it anyway. It's the Hartleys Cloudy Raspberry Lemonade. And I was going to say, on my swimming world, these are usually half a sin, but it's the 10 cal ones, and I don't see any mention of 10 cal on here. So, yeah, these are 20 cal. Okay, so probably these aren't half a sin, maybe a sin, something like that, but still probably not a lot. And I just thought these were really yummy, so I thought I would mention it. One last thing to mention, and it's probably very boring to some people, but I got very excited about it. A water bottle. Bear with me here. It actually tells you the times when to drink on the side. I'm a little bit rubbish at drinking water, I get very dehydrated. So I thought this would be handy to tell me when to drink. So the idea is that you kind of fill it up twice in a day, and it kind of worked out well for the times I have work as well. And it has a little straw, which I really like. Yeah, I've been a bit rubbish with it the last couple days. Like I said, this hasn't been my best week, but I'm going to be back on it next week. And I'm going to keep drinking water. I'm going to drink some today, and I just really like it. It was quite pricey for a water bottle. It was like 12 quid. I don't know why I spent 12 quid on a water bottle, but I don't regret it because I like it. And it comes in different colours, and you can get it on Amazon, I think, so check it out if you're interested. I also got my friend to get one as well, so that makes me happy. Let me know if you buy one too. So that is it. I am very sorry. Oh, no, I tell a lie, I've got one more thing. So these I know are half a sin. These are the Dominion sugar-free creamy sweets, I guess, and these are my favourites. I've got strawberry and I've got cappuccino, and this one kind of reminds me of I don't know if any of you guys remember Campino, those sweets that aren't around anymore that used to be everywhere, the strawberry and cream ones. It reminds me of that, so I like these. now that is everything. I hope you enjoyed. I do apologise for the very rambly video. It's going to be really fun to try and edit this. Pray for me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Oh, and rest of your week. Oh, I just realised as well, there was one thing I didn't actually mention. This is how with it I am today. My plan is the rest of the day is to just chill and play some Sims and just rest because I'm not with it. Sorry, this lipstick. This is kind of, I believe it's linked to Makeup Revolution, whether it's a sister brand or I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they're owned by Makeup Revolution or whoever owns Makeup Revolution. And it is Makeup Obsession. And it's the lipstick I have on. I wouldn't look too close because my skin is very dry right now, so you really don't want to look too close. But I'll do a little swatch for you. And it reminds me very much of the reformulated, what are they called? The Makeup Revolution liquid lipsticks with the lip liner. This comes with a lip liner too. And that's the colour. It's very pretty. So yes, and also if you go to Boots, Makeup Obsession now have a stand. My local Superdrug now has a bigger stand for it has a stand for I Heart Makeup and it has a stand for Makeup Revolution. So that's really exciting. My favourite brand. Makeup Revolution is my favourite, but like all the things linked around it I love too. They're just all amazing. So yes, now that is everything. Let's just do a double check. That is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give me a thumbs up if you could tolerate me rambling for this long. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.